Pull back up OBS. YouTube, Twitch, how's it going? Got another episode of Fate Extra today, episode 4. Just to quickly recap, we took on Alice and Alice, caster servant. And honestly, never again, please. 2 little girls talking about beheading me and taking my limbs off in-game is, that's enough of that. But for YouTube, we have all of our YouTube videos, at least the Pokemon and Fate episodes, all put into playlists now, as well as... What else did we do? We put them in playlists and we gave them the thumbnails that I've been using on Twitch. I didn't know how that worked. I'm a noob, but we got it fixed. We're going to start making sure every one of these videos ends up in the playlist category so that way you know where to find them easiest. But at any rate, let's get right into it. Ba 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 ba. The air is tense. The tension in the air reminds me of how it feels when an opponent pairing is announced. My pairing hasn't been announced, however, I recognize the 2 girls in front of the bulletin board. The girl in red is Ren Tosaka, and the other is a girl the same age as Ren, or a little older. The girls size each other up, and without a word, each glances away from the other. One of these 2 girls will die, that is what fate has decided. Ren Tosaka and Ronnie 8 are equally powerful, and can only gain from one taking the other out. I'm not the only witness. It's Julius. He walks over to the bulletin after the 2 have left. Neither side will hold back in the battle. If I could watch the fight, I can learn quite a bit. Without a single glance this way, they leave. I really don't understand, but I'm nervous anyway. Now there should only be roughly 16 opponents left. It's crazy to me that people can get their... That people can get announced like a day before the week, but I can't, and there's only 16 people left. Like, who is in charge of this? The moment I see Ren Tosaka, I know the time has come. Her body language is as aloof as ever, but I can see the focus in her gaze. Today is the day they fight. One of them will die. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Julius. That's nothing unusual, but it worries me for some reason. What Julius said in front of the bulletin board about Ren and Ronnie's battle is still bugging me. Maybe it would be a good idea to track down Julius. From outside the multimedia room, I hear a faint voice. I put my ear to the door in order to hear better. It's Julius. I can't make out the details, but he's talking about a program's code. I knew it. The firewall around the battlefield is just too strong. The security is highest there. I sense him moving and shuffle away from the door in a panic. There's nowhere to hide. It's you. His aura of murderous intent makes my heart leap out of my chest, but then he promptly leaves. Even though he's tried to kill me in the past, Julius doesn't seem to register my existence. Maybe I'm not worth it for him to suffer yet another penalty for fighting outside the arena. So did he actually get a penalty for killing all the masters that he did? That'd be insane if he did. And good for us. Because Li Shuin would fucking kick my ass right now. The multimedia room is a bit bigger than the regular classrooms. At the front of the room is a screen. Instead of ceiling projector, there's an old-fashioned film projector. That's odd. It could be here all the time for all I know. I never visited this room. That device has been rewrought in recently. My servant is right. That film projector seems to be warping the very air well, data around it. Something must have been done to it, probably by Julius. For what purpose? As I reach out to inspect it, Whatever the fuck that shit says. Weird. When I touched it, sparks went flying in my brain. I think I was attacked by some program. But, although it makes me dizzy, the effects pass immediately. I don't think it did any damage. Wonder what it was. Somehow, I don't think it was Julius's doing. I'm pulled from my reverie by the earth-splitting sound of a weapon. Someone means business. I brace myself thinking Julius has returned, but he's nowhere to be seen. Then suddenly, an image emblazons itself on my brain. Ronnie. Next to her slim form is a giant servant, and facing them are Ren Tosaka and her servant. This must be an elimination battle between the two of them. The film projector spins into motion, projecting images of battle onto the screen. Oh, Ren got coup? She looks like she got either Lancer or Berserker. I can't tell. I don't remember what his actual name is. So while this is going on, I'm going to pull up my walkthrough. So this is where coup comes from in the story. Getting to watch other masters fight would be a huge advantage in a war like this where information is crucial to survival. It goes without saying that it's a total violation of the rules, but I'd expect nothing less of Julius. In any case, why did Julius leave halfway through? Was that his plan, or did something go wrong? Leave your speculations for later, Master. You would do well to observe this splendid fight. A servant draws my attention to the screen. Rin and Ronnie are facing each other. The forms of their servants can't be made out clearly. The image quality isn't bad per se, it's more like there's a masking effect overlaid to hide them. Even with that security measure, I can tell both servants wield long shafts. They're both lancers then. My eyes only see the sparks from their lances as each thrusts, parries, swipes, and defends. Ronnie's servant seems massively powerful, but Ren's isn't giving an inch. Either one could win. The owner of the red lance will win this. It is a classic David and Goliath situation. Saber declares Ren's victory seemingly arbitrarily. The servants are equally matched, but that girl has more creativity at her disposal, so she will win. She is better able to exploit her enemy's weaknesses. She wields her brain as if it were a blade itself. The darker-skinned girl realizes, but does not have the cleverness to counter. It must frustrate her. Ren notices she's winning, too. Her posture is full of confidence. On the other hand, there is a hint of alarm on Ronnie's otherwise expressionless face. And then the clash suddenly stops. I can't make out what's going on, but I can tell that there's space between the two opponents now. The one who backed off was Ronnie. Her servant contorts and starts gathering energy. Even through the blurry screen, I could tell an inordinate amount of power is being summoned. I am sorry, Professor. I must return the chastity and life you bestowed upon me. Maximum velocity, infinite, helm to the northern sky, mode Osiris. Continuation of duties deemed impossible. In case of failure, self-destruct along with the moon. What the fuck? Performing final directive. Wait, what? Atlas Homunculi can pull off crazy stuff like that? You fool, this isn't something to self-destruct over. After taking a beating from Ren, Ronnie must be intending to use her last resort. Never mind, Ren. Wouldn't that liquefy the entire arena? She used her command seal. That's a trump card you can only use twice in the entirety of the war, and Ronnie just used one. No, her command seal isn't what's causing this horrendous power to well up from within her. Her heart is a kiln on the verge of exploding. Anyone who saw right now could tell. Ronnie's body was built with the capacity to overload like this. Your magic circuits are at critical convergence. You don't need to throw your life away like this. Ooh-wee. A kamikaze, huh? What do you do now that she's stolen your patented move, master o' mine? Ren's servant addresses her with a flippant tone, totally unsuited to the intensity of the situation. That's old news. Save the jokes for later, Lancer. If she's serious, then we need to go all out. Her heart's made of either light. Before she blows up the arena, skewer her to the core with your noble phantasm. I like it when you're desperate. What a treat. Alright, it's finally time to end this. At Ren's command, Lancer takes a stance and gathers his strength. It builds and builds until the next attack will settle this battle. They will not have time to resort to their command seals. Even the victor will suffer greatly, and it's possible that both contenders will end up perishing. As Saber cuts herself off, she looks directly at me and says in an annoyed tone of voice, "What is that strange look upon your face? Do not tell me you are thinking of saving them." I didn't realize I was telegraphing my emotions, but more importantly, what did my servant just say? Could there be some way to save them? It sounds like there might be, but Saber wasn't enthusiastic. Yes, indeed there is. I intended to keep it to myself, yet I find you dragging it from me. Although reluctant, the young blonde servant points at my left hand, at my command seals. So long as this screen connects to where they are, you may save either one of them. But their location is walled off. I would require the assistance of a command seal to transit there. So it's actually impossible. Still, command seals exist to make miracles happen. I would need one seal to get there and possibly a second to survive once there. We could lose 2 seals. I like that look off your face. I cannot believe I must ask this, but I will ask anyway. Do you truly intend to save one of those girls? Okay, I don't want to save someone who's going to self-destruct if they're on the verge of losing, so... Ronnie's going to self-destruct any second. I'm going to listen to my heart and save Ren. My servant springs into action with no sign of disapproval. Time is of the essence. Power surges through my feet, electrifying the air and bending the floor. Space warps around me. The distortion rips a hole in the screen. My servant leaps towards it, and the world melts into streaks. My vision goes black from the rapid acceleration. My hand tingles where the command seal burned off. When I open my eyes, I find myself in the arena. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, literally. The air sparks as the arena begins to melt around Ronnie. Ronnie knows why I'm intruding on her fight, and blatant hostility is poured upon me. We don't stand a chance, Praetor. Use a command seal if you want to survive. If we can last even a round, we can escape with Sarah's forced termination activates. Okay, attack, defend. In response to a third party's intervention, the Seraph drops a wall between the enemy servants. That's it. This is my chance to rescue Ren. No, we were too slow. That girl will self-destruct before the Seraph forces a withdrawal. We won't make it. Even the protective wall between us and Ronnie can't contain the force of her blast. Saber, Rin, and myself will be evaporated instantaneously. Suppose I don't have a choice. It's like I'm the only one who could do something about this. Happens in the blink of an eye. With a curse, Rin servant dashes straight towards Ronnie. Like a blue comet, he zooms through the wall, even as the enemy servant's spear rakes across his right side. Lancer! Hey, little girls like you shouldn't play with big girl toys. I've accepted my own fate, but I can't be at peace with it. If you threaten those I want to protect. Through a storm of flashes in the overheated air, the lance continues unerring, running Ronnie through. The red lance's barbs scour the flesh from her ribs as it pushes in and through. Caught in the lance as it falls to the ground is a heart and lung system constructed of opal. Time, per regulations, a forced withdrawal will now be performed on Hakuno Kishinam. Everything happens at once. The heart explodes behind me, creating a massive shockwave of data corruption. The world is crumbling, but I am holding Rin's hand. Ronnie's large servant collapses around her, protecting his fallen master from the wave of data. And then... ah, damn it. Ow. That bastard took off my damn right side. Cut cleanly down the right half of his body. The blue-clad servant sits alone before the wave of data, and it's hopeless for him. He has no time to get help, and eventually, with that wound... don't worry about me. This is the reality of the battlefield. We do what we can, little lady. At least, I'm grateful my master was able to survive. Now I just need to work on finding ways to defend people without getting myself killed. My lady master is going to be livid. It's your job to calm her down in my place, okay? That wisecracking smile suddenly disappears into white. Kaboom. Alright, well, he's dead as fuck. As per normal. When I come to in the multimedia room, the command seal on my left hand is now smaller, but my exhausted servant and Rin are by my side. Where am I? Why? Those words are all she can manage. She blacks out. The intense battle, followed by the rapid acceleration of teleportation, must have completely drained her. The film projector has gone still, and the screen is dark. Rin was taken to the nurse's office after she collapsed. She's still asleep when I pay a visit. According to the doctor, she woke up earlier feeling okay. I'll wait around until she wakes up again. Come to think of it, I haven't heard a peep out of my servant in a while. They must be angry. Naturally, you fool. Why have you shown compassion to that woman? You turned my stomach. Be gone from my sight. She's never been so openly hostile towards me before. She must be very angry about what I did. Wait. I've heard her say that she admires kindness before, so why is she angry at me for showing compassion? Don't be ridiculous. I only enjoy when leniency is bestowed upon me, not when it is given to others. I see. So she's just imperious that I don't dare criticize her. Saber brews in angry silence. Nearly a half hour later, Rin finally wakes up. You! What were you thinking? Ren goes from comatose to bitch in 3 seconds flat. It might actually be a world record. You're a participant in the Holy Grail War, too. Why would you do something moronic like save me? And don't give me nonsense about me being about to die. My victory was right around the corner. Ronnie's self-destruct was bad news, but Lancer was capable of stopping her and her servant. Hey, let me see your command seals. Huh. So you did use one. I figured as much. Don't you regret using it? Seeing as you're handicapped for your future fights now. I already know she's prideful and her servant warned me. Still, I didn't think she'd be so damn angry at me for helping. What are you staying quiet for? Do you regret what you've done or not? You still don't get it, do you? That this war is unforgiving. There's no cure for idiocy, and I'd be an idiot to say thanks to an idiot like you. She grumbles irritably, thanking me in her own way, I think. Well, whatever. It still doesn't sit well with me, but you have my gratitude. Thanks. Alright, that's enough on that. On to the main issue. I left the arena before my win or loss was determined, so my command seals are intact. By the same token, without a win, I've effectively dropped out of the tournament. Get it? I'm an anomaly in the system now, disconnected from the logic of the Holy Grail War. Rin displays her hand. The command seals are still there, but they have turned gray in color. Honestly, even if I'd won, I would have taken significant damage and lost in one of the next fights. This way, I still have a chance. I may no longer be able to obtain the Grail, but I can defeat Leo. Although I would have preferred the fight to the end with Lancer. No, I can't think like that. Anyway, what you did may have been a stroke of genius. Don't get me wrong, no way am I praising you for being reckless. Either she's embarrassed or still kind of mad because her expression morphs into a pout. It was worth saving her just to see this expression, but if I told her that, she'd probably yell at me again, though. Okay, on to the next issue. Was everything up until now not important to Miss Rin Tosaka? To be honest, I've had enough. What are you saying? I wanted to thank you, and I thanked you. I'd just like to discuss a crucial topic, if that's okay with you. How'd you disrupt our battle? The elimination battle's firewall should have been impervious even to a command seal. Trying to break through the firewall would have caused the system to fry your brain. The Seraph attack program. I remember having to deal with it at first, but it doesn't seem to affect me anymore. That can't be right. That can't be right. Even if your body is safe, your brain wouldn't be able to handle the strain. Oh, speaking of which, aren't you... I mean... A look of shock washes over her face, leaving an expression of confusion in its wake. Never mind. I was just thinking out loud. Forget I said anything. Anyway, don't try any more idiotic moves. The Seraph won't allow you to get away with it twice. Her warning delivered, Rin begins to rise off the bed, then stops as if something just occurred to her. Hey, does the name Twice Peaceman ring a bell by any chance? Twice? I can't recall hearing the name. I might have heard the name before, but why bring him up now? No reason, really. You kind of remind me of him. Never mind. Just forget I asked. After saying that, she drifts off into her own thoughts. How many days have I lost because of this? That was a lot, so we're just going to go ahead and save over everything. Monstrosity, telesthetic longing. Power corrupts. And yet, humans pray for the power that inevitably leads them astray. Even in a world with no strife, humans disrupt harmony for power. Why is that? Because we're greedy sons of bitches. Okay, so... The next combatants will be announced on the second floor bulletin board. It's the fourth such notice, and the bell that signals the 7-day countdown to my next battle sounds. It begins again. My hands are stained with the blood of 3 people, and still I remain. I've even taken the life of a child. Master or not, Alice was just a young girl. I wonder if I deserve to be alive, and what is my reason for continuing on? Shinji was determined to survive until the end, even as he screamed in panic that he didn't want to die. The damn was true of the heart. He died still believing that every battle had true meaning. And Alice, who was just lonely, a lost little child who only wanted someone to play with. The one who overcame them all and took their lives in the process was me, using my servant as a weapon. I wonder if my purpose is enough to compensate for taking their lives. My purpose, to avoid death. And as for what Dan said, that he wanted me to find some meaning in my battles, could I really find something like that inside myself when I don't even know who or what I am? Even if the memories that were erased before the prelims were to return, could I find it within me? To find meaning in any of my fights? Alright, well, no one's here. Time to go get yelled at by Saber. I thought so, but maybe I have to go actually see the bulletin board first. Next to my name, on a big white sheet of paper, is my opponent's name, written large. Master, Lil Ronnie. Battlefield, the 4th Chimeric Lunar Sea. This is my next opponent? Before I could further ponder this strange name, a nasty case of the chills run up my spine. Someone definitely has me in their sights, but I don't think they mean to kill me at the moment. Oh, nope. Can we just... Nope. Can we go... Can we go next? Curly red hair, clown makeup, and costume. Awkward, gangly figure. Why does this ring a bell? Yeah, it reminds me of a smiling mascot I saw in the newspaper ad for a hamburger joint. This clown isn't happy. Not at all. Her beady eyes glisten, dark and slimy like a snake's. Yeah, I like you. Super duper duper. You look yummy. Okay. My opponent mutters to herself, swaying to and fro in a bizarre dance as she leaves. No. So that is the visage of a jester these days. Amusing. Perhaps this jester will make our duel entertaining. With the announcement of my opponent, the prep period begins, but I can't bring myself to care. What in the hell am I? Why am I here? How did I end up as a master in this Holy Grail war? These 3 questions race through my mind, making it impossible to concentrate on anything else. Do not dwell over long on such thoughts, and remember, you've helped as well as harmed. If you still doubt the rightness of your actions, why not visit the ones you've saved, as boring as it'll be? Listening to Saber talk reminds me of something. The one I saved using my command seals to disrupt her elimination battle should be in the nurse's office now. I wonder if she's alright. Might be a selfish thought on my part, but I wonder if going to see her will change anything. I should probably go to the nurse's office later and visit her. And no one's still here. There's going to be less and less people every week. Which means more and more time spent being in the arena and battling, and filler dialogue going through the game. How did it come to this? An hour ago, Saber said, "Oh, I just remembered something, Praetor. Let me tell you a splendid story." And she's still going. And so, the former male lover of the boy's adored tutor turned out to be the boy's absent father. One day, in a play for the king, the boy fully expressed his anguish at growing up an orphan. His father was acting with him, and at the boy's divine performance, the father's heart exploded. Yet, as the father was the genius who begot a genius, he swallowed the blood and continued singing. Thus, they sang in competition for 3 days, making the sky rumble with their might until they tired. What a spectacular pomp. Enough so that I am willing to overlook the glaring plot holes. Saber is pretty passionate about this play. It must be her favorite. That was merely the prologue. More intrigue is yet to come. The plinking of the talented young boy's harp reached Persia. The Persian king longed to make the boy his. Though the king himself was so handsome, I nearly fell for him. But the boy's female lover had lost her little brother's life to the Persian king. To avenge her brother, she dropped some poison into the king's food at a party. Saber's story doesn't stop at 1 twist or 2. No, there are a couple dozen twists and over 100 characters bound by love and hate. I guess for there to be a couple dozen twists, all the characters have to be in an emotional orgy. Things I didn't think I'd be reading today. Huh? The story is too long. There is no end in sight. Sheesh. Have you been paying any attention? We have reached the climax already. You should know what happens next. The boy becomes the king of Persia, of course. There was no way I could have predicted that. The only plot arc that got resolved was the protagonist, and he wasn't even all that happy at the end. If that's the end of the story, then those 100 side characters are doomed to a bad ending. No. A god shows up and gives everyone a happy ending. A Deus Ex Machina. That's cheating. I don't know what era Saber's from, but Deus Ex Machina must be an old concept. More importantly, I know Saber pretty well from fighting alongside her for a while. For being a romantic and idealist, she doesn't like fantasy. Is she okay with a Deus Ex Machina? It is a staple of theater, though I am not so fond of it. I prefer an ending where the many plots are resolved, yes. And without a god's intervention, human animosity and love cannot easily be erased. The playwright must have reached the end of his rope. But most writers know the tangled web of human emotions cannot be undone by humans themselves. So the Deus Ex Machina is an expression of hope. A last hope, to be sure, a mirage created by those on the verge of ruin, wishing for a savior. It is just the kind of god that a ruler who tried to eradicate religion would like. The kind of god who only shows up when one is at their deathbed and has no other god to pray to. Saber finally stops speaking. She glances away sheepishly. That example at the end seemed too personal to be purely hypothetical. Poor Saber. Alright, that was a lot of dialogue again, so we're going to make sure that we save on both of them, and then we're going to go see who's left. There's not going to be anybody there. Hey, you're still around. Hey, you have to fight that weird clown this time, right? I saw her earlier. Wow, what a creep show. Yeah. I know I always get stuck with the freaks. Oh yeah, Ronnie's gone. She's not even going to be over here anymore. Wait, the multimedia room, though. Okay, I guess there's no reason for me to go back inside of it. Were you the one who rescued the girl currently asleep in the nurse's office? As she has lost her servant, I guess she will be given special dispensation. However, should she intervene in any battle from here on out, her existence will be immediately terminated by the Holy Grail. Please, tell her to be careful. I mean, I might, but I don't think she gives a shit. Winning the Grail was kind of her thing, and now she's kind of in it for self-assured mutual destruction, I think. So, you're the hero of the nurse's office, huh? You look pretty laid back. Did you consider how risky it was to save a master like that? Jeez, that was uncalled for. I came to the library hoping to glean even the tiniest speck of information about the enemy. But all I accomplished was sinking my time into a fruitless quest. Suddenly, my eyes stop on a book. The spine is white and textless. I feel drawn to it. I pull the book out, open it. Inside is the following. We must travel back to the last century to the discovery of a certain massive structure, an ancient artifact, hailing from the distant past, formed by non-human technologies. In time, it would become known as the Holy Grail. However, the nature of its makeup and construction remain mysteries unknowable to humankind. It is doubtful humans will ever unlock the secrets to the moon cell's unique construction. Oh, you've discovered this book as well. At some point, Leo and his servant had walked up to me. It seems that book contains data that only masters of a certain level can access. Don't mind me. Enjoy the read. Leo's sudden appearance made me nervous, but I want to learn more about the Holy Grail. Before long, though, we learned the artifact was in operation. The Holy Grail observes the Earth. For eons, it has recorded activity on Earth. All of it. Even individual lives, ideologies, and souls. The Holy Grail is an up-to-the-second blueprint of the Earth. Some say it is a divine relic. Eons of life on Earth. Recorded? That's extraordinary. So extraordinary that I can barely process it. Surprised? That book is a mere introduction to the Holy Grail. The Horway family knows more. We Horways even know the material that composes the Holy Grail. Come back here if you're interested. Leo and his servant leave. What's inside this book is just the tip of the iceberg? If that's the case, then what does he know? Wow, I have to say I'm impressed you survived the third round. Alice, Sir Blackmore, and Shinji Mato were all considered to be top contenders. You're blessed with incredible fortune, Hakano. May victory continue to be yours. Incredible fortune and no motivation. Oh, you made it through the third round too? We've reached the midpoint of the Holy Grail War. That doesn't mean you can afford to coast, though. May the Holy Grail War continue to illuminate your path. Taiga's not here. Hey there, I don't know what I just saw. It was really weird. It looked like an anorexic party clown, but she looked at me like I was prey. Is that thing a master? Unfortunately. Maybe I'll discover a reason for living behind these curtains in the nurse's office. What I discover is Rin Tosaka quietly nursing the wound she received in her fight with Ronnie. What, you need something? Maybe you wanted to laugh at the broken mess I've become? Rin Tosaka's sharp tongue lashes out at me upon sight. It was no casual dig, but just a barbed stab. Meant to injure. You think you saved me by jumping into my fight, don't you? Ugh, how arrogant. Thanks to your intervention, all my plans have come to nothing. I even lost my servant. I hope that makes you happy. Did I save her life in order to discover my own reason for living? She had a reason to risk her life for the Holy Grail. With my intervention, I managed to waltz in and cripple that reason. When I fall into silent pondering, Rin Tosaka glares at me and asks, "Just what are you? Intervening in someone else's battle disrupts the system in a serious way. Come on, think about it. Masters would form allegiances and go two on one if they could, but they can't, and still, somehow you did. If you're not using magic stronger than any I know, then it's hard to imagine, but your body must... What am I? My memories have yet to return, and fighting isn't bringing me any closer to finding my reason. Her question is only natural. I'd like to know the answer, too. Well, if you don't know, then I guess you're a work in progress. But since you've defeated me, you'd better be prepared to win your way through the tournament. After that, Rin Tosaka clams up and doesn't attempt to talk again. Our mutual silence is interrupted by my computer terminals beeping. The first cipher. The primary cipher key has been generated. I think it would be good to follow the prompt from my terminal and leave this place. Welcome back, Hakano. You've advanced again? How wonderful. I don't have any medicines for you today, but I've made you a lunch. I hope you like it. I'll take it. An act of mercy? I didn't think anyone here on this battlefield was capable of such a thing, but helping an enemy is a pretty frivolous thing to do. I wonder what your opponent thinks. You won't learn what you need to know from me. Alright. Works for me. Yeah, I got nothing. Good day. Wait, that can't be Ronnie in front of me. I thought I saw her get stabbed through the heart. The image of Lancer thrusting his weapon through Ronnie's heart comes unbidden to my mind. As much as I want to forget that scene, it'll haunt me forever. But how? Is something the matter? Her voice, her appearance, it's the same as it ever was. It's as if nothing had happened to her. I wonder if she was resurrected or just impervious to damage. Either option is disturbing. She seems to be above any normal limit. We must be cautious should we ever have to fight her. Ronnie's presence in front of me just rams home Saber's thoughts on her inhuman nature. Ronnie ate. I heard she was Atlas's alchemist, but I'll learn more about that when the time comes to fight her. Seemingly oblivious to my bewilderment, she looks directly at me and says, Hakano Kishinab, who or what exactly are you? The sudden question catches me off guard. Even more disturbing is the fact that Tosaka asked me the same exact question. If I knew the answer, I wouldn't be so worried about it. To find out exactly what I am, several people have asked me the same thing, and their curiosity is tinged with suspicion and unease. Am I really so different from the other masters? Any hacker's attempt to bypass the arena's firewall should be recorded in the Atlas archives, but I cannot find any record of any attempt to do so. Are you really a spirit hacker? Even with her speculation about my identity in the open, I still have no answer to give her. I was just playing along with Julius in order to spring his trap. But to ask me who I am... Let me guess. What you truly want is to find out who or what you really are. Am I correct? Yes, that's it. Exactly. I want to know. I want to know more about myself. Very well. Allow me to give you this. A butterfly's delicate color, a snake eating its own tail. Acceptance is understanding. With that, Ronnie, the beautiful bespectacled girl, holds something out to me. A knife. A knife sharpened. A knife-shaped pendant? Take that with you into the arena and locate the anomalies that can be found there. Anomaly? What could that possibly... The anomalies are flaws in the arena's construction the system uses to make seraphs when needed. They are cracks in the world made by the system. They are a source of normally privileged data. Lapses in the system's protocols are referred to as distortions, things like cyber ghosts, etc. The knife pendant will allow you to access those distortions and extract any information. It's something I made after hearing so much about you, but it's by no means permanent. Distortions usually contain useful information. You may learn something to ease your concerns. Hi, Kenta. I'm doing well. Welcome back to the stream. We just started. We've had very little gameplay so far. It's mostly just been dialogue, which is probably normal given that there's very little masters left in the tournament right now. How are you doing today? But you must act. Take the pendant and find the distortion. It will then activate on its own. If my hypothesis is correct, you should find information in regards to your identity. A clue about my identity? The opportunity to learn about myself would be worth any cost. I gratefully accept her gift, ignoring the potential for danger. If I can find any clue about myself, the reward will outweigh the risk. In any case, I will give my thanks. No need to thank me. The areas in the areas in the arena you will need to find will be shining. I'm very good today. Today was the best day of my life. Oh yeah? How so? Glad to hear it's been a really good day for you though. Now then, may the stars guide your path true. And so I just need to take this with me into the arena and find those shining areas. To charge this item and find clues about myself, I'll hunt down the arena's magic hotspots. This is the best day because I found a boyfriend. Heyo! Listen, I don't have a chat to spam W for you, but I'm just going to do it myself. There you go. Congratulations, though. Hey, player. What do you have to do to shack up with that girl in the nurse's office? You're not shacking up? I see your game, playing the chivalrous hero, are we? No, Can't a girl just do a nice things? Damn. Thanks. So how'd you meet? Here you're the white knight who saved the girl who's sleeping in the nurse's office. Playing the hero is all well and good, except for the part where she's your enemy. How'd you two meet? How did it kick off like that? Doo-doo. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna kiss my boyfriend for a minute. Okay. Congratulations on the kiss. Hell yeah, chap. Wow, you're not dead yet? You must be the real deal to last this long. I will redouble my efforts as commissary manager to ensure you have everything you need to win. New formal wear has been trickling in, so be on the lookout for new items. Alright, so what do we have here? Okay, so we have, these are the new ones. Increases by 70, slightly heals HP at the end of turn. So I just click that and it constantly over time heals me. Raises servant's defense. That could be useful. I don't know how useful though. We have to change our Exorcist blade out. Go back to the, yeah, go back to the old rusty sword. We don't have anything that we necessarily need to buy. We're good on items. We're good on formal wear. We're just kind of grinding now, I guess. Oh, it's you. I cannot believe that you managed to make it this far. Man, I was wrong about you. You might just be a memory, but you're still a Magus, it seems. Damn right. Put some spec on my name. Alright, let's see. Taiga will be around on day 3. We just went to a whole lot of dialogue again, so let's just go ahead and... Let's go ahead and make sure we don't have to go back and do all that again in the event that something tragic happens. From what I understand, we are not grabbing the trigger today. It's just mostly a training day and a exploring day. Master, this presence. Our opponent seems to be here, but their presence is somewhat unnerving. Until we obtain information on them, let's avoid running into them. The servant may not even be human. I don't know what this guy's attacks are, so we're just going in. And we had him red on the first 3. 150 XP isn't bad. I'm just hoping it gets a little better, because otherwise this is still going to be a very long training session. Let's go lower. Doesn't look like it should be too much. Let's do this again. I don't know what it's gonna be, so we're just guessing. Okay, it's now using abilities. That's concerning. I don't have a hack, so... Am I dead here? I'm not dead here. Holy shit. Okay. That's worrying. Wait, was this a box again? I got lucky that it was already almost dead. I'm worried if I have to blow through mana like this. Be a good time to see how much this heals. Okay, so it heals an entire hack. I don't like fighting these enemies. Okay, hold on, let me think. Well, it hasn't been hitting me with the fucking thingamajig, so... And you know what I didn't do? I didn't even think to heal. I think we take the L on this first one and just heal, just to be safe. Attack. Break. Hell if I know. It's gonna use a spell. No, it didn't actually. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough beginning. I just wish my information would tell me what's gonna happen on turn 1. God, they offer so much XP though. Alright, got that out of the way. Thought about healing there, but it takes away 40 mana, which kind of starts to hurt after a time, and I don't want to use all of this in the event that I might need it down the road. I only get this for... That was the one day it sold this, so this is all I have. Gotta space it out. We'll use a fragment here. Nope, it was break first. Fuck. It's not a terrible round. Should've broke. Okay, so we've been every way this way. Honestly, I don't mind going back around here. I mean, we're here until we level up at least once or twice anyways, so... The more we figure out about these guys now, the less items will burn on day 2, which would be huge. This is the easiest combo that he has. Okay, that was the map glitching. I was like, hadn't I already discovered that area on my map? But the map has borders, alas. This is probably wrong. Oh, wait, it was this guy. Ah, what am I doing? I completely thought it was the serpent, dude, not the box. Alright, he's breaking there. That's fine. Now I have to remember what the box's combo was, and I just don't. But if we get the first 3 right, it's whatever, so... Shit. One more? Hell yeah. I keep thinking I hear my dog having a nightmare, but my dog's not even in the room with me. Do 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 do. Alright, so there's 2 paths that I still haven't taken yet. Alright, next box. I don't think we'll face a box, but the next box would be a level up. Well, I was testing something, chat, that didn't work. No, it was break first. Damn, Saber. Tell me how you really feel. I think that was 3 out of 4 attacks were crits. This must be the spot where Ronnie said strong residual magic was causing static. Okay, let's see. When I approach the light, a splitting headache tears through my brain, but it leaves as soon as it comes. Now that I've come in contact with the residual magic, can Rin find something out about me? All right. All right. Now that I've done what I set out to do in the arena, I guess I should leave. Okay. What you doing here? I don't know why I adopted a country accent. I have no idea how to read a clown. Creepy. Or is it like Julius? It's worse. Oh god, when did I let this anorexic party clown and her hulking servant slither up to us? Are they gonna pick a fight here? That should tell me that it's assassin. Or just observe them. My god, this is a miracle. Huh? A miracle. A blessing of God's grace, which is defined as a miracle. Don't you agree, my opponent? What fate. What a test. When I devoted my love to a woman, she betrayed me on our very first night together. That's rough, buddy. Yeah? You spilled her all red blood because you were too excited. When I devoted my soul to a religion, it rewarded me with decapitation. Yep. You tried really, really hard. But nobles from your own country sliced you into bits. Precisely. My love of God was torn from me and mashed underfoot and muddied with my reputation. But in becoming a guileless monster, true love is returned to me. Yes, my love, you, my tragically empty and triumphantly full master who consumes only what she loves. My spear rises in giddy joy when I ponder my luck in meeting you. Stranger danger. Can I go? Saber, take me away, please. Behold this fine meal we have encountered by divine will. Is it not fateful, blood-drenched king? That noble stare of yours outshines the moon. You are the muse that I have been searching for. I long to pierce that supple body of yours with my spear. You compel me. You supremely gorgeous creature. Pre-state heaven wraps a cloak of death around the people it loves too dearly to be apart from. Truth. It is truth. Love is death, and death is love. And you I love, so I wish to kill. Would it trouble you if I bathe these halls in blood, my love? Isn't it dinner time for them? A little Rami's tummy isn't super hungry ravenous right now. My love, my love, I would never make you consume the meal you hunger for so greatly before it's time. Your lives have been spared by my wife's wisdom. I suggest you flee before she changes her mind. I guess that bizarre clown's stomach saved our life. What am I saying? We should retreat for now, Praetor. I am ready to cross swords with them, but those creatures give me a bad feeling. If Saber wants to retreat, then I better follow her advice. Retreat for now, and we know more about them, we can engage. Just stay over there. I'm not done training. God, I really have great luck in the freaks, huh? That's a lot of enemies I'm going to have to eliminate. Three breaks in a row? That's outrageous. Alright, chat, so we have discovered literally just about every part of the map except for the exit. Yeah, we still don't know a whole lot about the enemies, so I'm almost tempted to just keep fighting them. Oh, they're blocking the trigger, too. Piss. Three breaks in a row is not going to be correct. Yeah. But at the very least, I think these guys are all worth 150, so that means at most I'm fighting 25? No. 25 to 30, somewhere in that range. Break attack. No, 120? Yeah, it'll take longer than... It'll take longer than... That's fine. I'm not trying to rush through things. We're only midway through Saber's storyline, so... Damn it, I made a read. And it was the polar opposite read. I could have just repeated it twice and it would have been the correct read. Fuck. Do 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 do. We're spending a little bit of money to get back on track with our items, but at the very least, we're doing well on mana and funds, so it's not too much of a worry. Okay, so this is normally 2 attacks in a row for him, and then defend, and then a break. Then we'll finish it off with attacks, because we shouldn't need anything else. In theory, if I've made the correct read, which I believe I have. We just need the 4th to hit. I just want more information on the enemies as well, because going into the 2nd floor, some of these enemies will make a return, so it'd just be nice to know what I'm getting into. All right, so 2 attacks, probably a defend, then a break, and then 2 attacks. Alright, so on some of the combos, we've got up to 3 on the box, and now we've got up to 3 on this guy. Break, attack, break, attack, break, attack. No way it's 3 breaks in a row, right? No way you do that to me right now? Excellent. Okay, I imagine we can start using some mana now. Home stretch and all. No way you hit me 3 in a row, right? Okay, cool. think I'm cutting through these enemies so fast that the game's spawning them behind. Doesn't have enough time to spawn them in front of me. So my messages on Discord are. Pull this back up. All right. Well, I tried to read. I failed. Do 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 do. We're going back to that, huh? Actually, we might just call it there. Ooh. Well, I'm not going to call it on a box. We'll get the box and leave just because training's now getting slowed down by the fact that the game's not loading in everybody fast enough. And there's another box. Okay. Alright, so the next guy is going to be the horse dude. So we're just going to come back down here. One level up's not bad because we're going to get a new skill anyways. And given that we could already eliminate most of these guys without needing the full set of turns like we did at the start of last one, I think we're at least somewhat decently leveled. Praetor, you are too relaxed around your enemies. I am speaking specifically about what the girl gave you today. You should be more suspicious. Making allies of your enemies is a strange way to go about things. If this is how you want to proceed, then you should ask that girl about those magic distortions. It says 40% on treasures. One of them's going to be the trigger. The other one is going to be a treasure that unlocks on day 3, I believe. And that can't be it. Something else is going to have to be there. It might count the little thing on the ground as a treasure as well. If it does, then that might be everything. A dream suddenly descends upon me. It feels like I'm watching one of the countless videos scattered across the internet. It is a scene I have witnessed before while sleeping in the aftermath of the Holy Grail War prelims. It might be a scene from a past I cannot recall. It is as if it was imprinted upon my genes, stored away as an unknown trauma erased from my memories. I hear a voice of lamentation. Lamentation. Why? 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 Why do I yearn for something I despise? Why do I lament over which I love? In the midst of chaos, I watch as countless people die in misery. Why does move toward this scene? Is there an answer for this insanity? And if there isn't one, I will need to create one through my own strength of will. I have no need for memories. I don't even really need a past. All I need to do is keep fighting. I hear a distant voice asking me to wake up. My eyes open. I just remembered tattered remnants of a broken dream. A dream just now. I can't attach a memory or event to it, but I'm sure it was a dream of my past. Of the fact, I have no doubt. It's driving me insane that no matter how hard I try, I can't recall anything about my past. As I can't do anything about it, I should just let it go for now, or until I remember something. Your mind seems to be wandering. I hope you are not dwelling on that on that girl in the nurse's office. At any rate, we should focus on the noise we found yesterday. It could be a trap. Right. I'll find out what that means. Ronnie's probably in her usual spot. I'll stop worrying about Rin long enough to ask about my headache. I got the girl from the archery club, which doesn't seem too bad until you consider her servant. Figuring out her servant should be easy if I just see her in action. I'll formulate a plan in my room. Sorry, chat, was checking Discord. Boop. Do. Praetor, rest. We will not be lucky enough to have another battle that we can enjoy as pure entertainment. Alright, so let's do our usual rundown. That item you have is quite interesting. Ah, it's a magical apparatus of some kind. I see. Have you been experimenting with thaumaturgy while in the arena? No, not at all. Bye. Have you been to the nurse's office yet? Word has it, she's giving away something special this time. Welcome, Hakanum. What would you like to ask about? Alright, fuck it. That happened sometime last century when humanity discovered an enormous structure in space. That relic from a time long past, what we call the Holy Grail, is the moon cell. However, when discovered, mankind lacked the knowledge to truly comprehend its purpose. And to be honest, I despair that mankind will never be able to truly understand the reason why it exists. The technology used to create the moon cell is far beyond the strangest imaginings of mankind. And although we may never come to understand what it is, we do know what it's doing. The moon cell was created to observe Earth. It has done so since the dawn of mankind. Every existence, all forms of life, histories, ideologies, even lives, have been recorded and stored. Containing the whole of Earth's history, the moon cell can be seen as the world's blueprint. Some believe it to be the holy grail of the seven heavens, a relic that holds the answers to every question. Do you have any other questions you wish to ask? The materials that comprise the Holy Grail can be found on Earth. Once we knew that, it was obvious. It was obvious that it'd be possible for us to replicate its function as a recorder of all. The first ones to discover this fact was the shadowy void known as the Atlas Institute. Not long after, the Haraway family and the group Ren Tosaka represents also became aware of this fact. The Holy Grail was made using a giant photonic crystal, the likes of which is beyond human technology. Photonic crystal is a mineral that can store light and is used in the manufacture of nanomachines. Its processing speed and near infinite storage capacity far exceeds all other technologies. My family is trying to replicate the Grail, but can only make a unit less than a centimeter in size. The Atlas Institute has been slightly more successful, but only by a very marginal percentage. However, the core of the moon cell, the Holy Grail if you will, is a much larger photonic crystal. The crystal in the Holy Grail is about 3,000 kilometers in length and uses light as its storage medium. All of its high-level data control system utilize light as well to transmit data and system commands. In short, it is so complex that, as far as humanity is concerned, it might as well be the mind of a god. Do you have any other questions you wish to ask? I don't remember if I did the third one, but we're doing it. And once the Holy Grail's location was revealed, everyone tried to claim it as their own. However, those of us from the Western plutocracy immediately put a stop to their machinations. If the Holy Grail were to fall into any hands other than the Haraways, the chaos would be devastating. My family has always restricted new technology as we believe that technical progress is unnecessary. We also stopped space exploration to keep others from physically landing on the Holy Grail itself. I'm sure you see it now. The Holy Grail currently orbits the Earth as what most people know as the Moon. Do you have any other questions you wish to ask? Did not know that. Once the Western plutocracy learned this, we actively prevented the further exploration of space. However, there was one thing we could not stop: the instructions of what are known as spirit hackers. The intrusions of what are known as spirit hackers. Actually, mankind has been in contact with the moon cell on and off since the dawn of human history. It seems that humans were always able to access it through their spirits, souls if you will. My guess is that the human soul is the one thing the moon cell can't observe passively. While the Holy Grail can observe any tangible phenomenon, the metaphysical seems to be beyond its capabilities. That is why I think the moon cell chose to invite humans inside of it, to come and teach it. That is how only those known as Magi have been able to access the moon cell, and many do so without the sanction or guidance of the Haraway family. This world was made by the moon cell in order to interact with the spirits of the Magi who enter its system. Its official name is the Serial Phantasm, but it's more commonly known as the Seraph. The Holy Grail War is melee for magi who have come for the Holy Grail. Its ultimate purpose is to... In short, it is a way to determine who is to have control of the artifact, the Moon Cell Automaton. Do you have any other questions you wish to ask? Well, that's about it. Is that so? I shall remain here a while longer, so if you do think of any questions, please come back here. I talked to a lot of masters, but it never occurred to me that there are just as many servants. Some are stuck with incompetent masters, some are quite unusual. The one by the entrance is wow. And the reason I'm here? Servants have reasons to obey us masters, too. It's disrespectful to a servant if their master isn't prepared. You know that? That's not bad. We've made a small profit. And given that we're leveling up 2, chances are we shall be okay. You should watch your back. Looks like the one... You should watch your back. It looks like the who's who of mental illness is out to get you. What is it today, Hakano? Are you going to tell me why you saved me today? Or did you want to chat? If that's the case, sorry. She brushes me off before I even start to speak. It's not like I had some explanation planned. It's true that I saved her without thinking. I was panicked. Saving the life of a friend seemed like the right thing to do at the time. Anyway, nothing changes the fact that Ren's purpose has been taken away. What's worse, the one who did me has no purpose at all. I haven't found my purpose. I haven't found out who I am. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? I was just teasing you. I'm unable to get any words out, but somehow Ren understands what I mean to say. Like she was reading my mind. That's right. Your memory hasn't returned yet, so it's only natural you don't know your own reasons. Ren's sigh of annoyance doesn't inspire much confidence in me. Ren ignores my apprehension and says something more. It's not like I've forgiven you, okay? But, well, you did save my life, so I'm willing to extend to you the benefit of the doubt. Because one day, I know you'll become a master worth entrusting with my dreams. Ren Tosaka sighs loudly, as if to say, and that's final. Go to the arena already. You're woefully behind in exploring the arena, don't you think? Nope. As if driven out, I step outside of the curtain barrier. It's true, I haven't explored much of the arena. I'm no closer to answering Ren either. I'll head to the arena now, because just maybe, I'll find my answer through fighting. Ah, you already ate your lunch? Sadly, the rules prevent me from giving you a second one. Please come back next week. Ah, the gentle camellia. It symbolizes true love, if only such a thing were to exist. I need 19 more? Holy shit. I'm not achieving a new ability for quite some time. Thrice-setting sun acquired. I keep forgetting Ronnie's not dead. Have you located the anomalies yet? I tracked them down. Collecting the data gave me a headache, though. I wonder why. A headache? I see. It seems my hypothesis was indeed correct. The knife I gave you does, in fact, absorb residual magic power. However, while doing so, it also puts a phenomenal amount of stress on the brain of the wielder. Stress on the brain? Yes, the feedback generated would be enough to kill you if a magic circuit wasn't present. The icy grip of terror grips my spine. Was this all just a trap? Have I put too much trust in this girl? Wait, that can't be right. I accessed the distortions yesterday and I'm still alive. Then what was the point of all this? Is it her playing some kind of esoteric joke? It seems that my hypothesis has become theory. You are not a human being. What? I couldn't have possibly heard her correctly. To be more accurate, you aren't a naturally occurring human. You're either a replicant like myself, or perhaps a demi-wraith ensnared by the Seraph. Do you really have no recollections regarding when you first arrived here? I don't know. It's like I could half recall a dream I can't remember ever having. A dream upon arriving in the virtual world? I've never heard of such a thing happening. Or maybe it's because humans are capable of seeing dreams within a dream. Hold on one sec, chat. Throwing a beanie on. It's freaking cold in my room. I'm the same as Ronnie? I'm not a real human being? That has to be describing someone else, as there's nothing extraordinary about me. Even without my memories, I'm sure about that. I raised my head with the intention of questioning her, but Ronnie has already disappeared. I think this is where I'm supposed to go and talk with Ren. Nope. Well, that doesn't work. Anyway, chat, I will be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Alright, chat, we're back. Hey, baby. What are you doing, huh? Who's a good girl? What, you want lunch? Come here, Joy. Everybody say hi to the pupper. I would pick you up, but you're just a little too big to be picked up. And I think we both come out of it pretty hurt when I do have to pick you up. Alright. Good girl. Go lay down. Alright, chat, so we have a strong enemy that will spawn towards the exit only once. This guy already wants some business with me. I still need to see how much XP these guys offer right now. I knew he'd do that, and I just didn't want to think it would happen. Terminizer just makes me think like it's quick attack from Pokemon. Huh. This could be trouble. He's only going to spawn once, though, chat. I am just not interested in seeing him attempt to kill me, so we're just going to use up all of Saber's mana and try to get him to as low as possible. Two attacks and we're set. We're going to try to stun him. Break. And we're just going to go like that. Nice. Alright. Powerful enemy destroyed. Don't have to worry about that guy again. And that was a solid 1000 XP with another 1500 plus. Shockwave second strike. Stuns multiple foes. That's concerning. I guess they had to throw a curveball eventually. Alright, so we have roughly 2 Codecast heals left. So, kind of living and dying with the, with what we did during that match against Nephilim, but... Not even 100 XP. I kind of want to just chalk this day. Just go ahead and grab this. Get out of here. We managed to obtain the trigger. Who are those two anyway? That master is truly an oddity. So we're gonna fight this guy. See what he's worth now. And I'm out of crackers. Damn! My crackers. We'll still have to come back here tomorrow. I didn't even bother seeing how much XP that guy offered. Oh well. Sleepy Saber. Yeah, okay, so we're just missing, we're just missing what, Taiga requires of us. I've been too preoccupied with the conversation with Ronnie yesterday to gather information. Not good. What is the matter? You don't look too well. A warm voice envelops my poor, frazzled soul in an embrace. It wasn't nice of me to do so, but I happened to overhear you and that girl talking yesterday. I have pondered why you give off a different vibe than the other masters as well. Are you still worried about what she said? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because there is no sense in being uncertain of yourself. I do not believe many people are ever self-aware. Can't you accept not knowing as part of your identity? Make it part of my identity? What in the world? Good day, then. Fuck you, Leo. Leo left before I could come up with a witty retort. However, his servant sends a look back my way. His eyes seem to be saying, "You've been given good advice, don't waste it." Those eyes convey chivalry. It's not without an air of pity and condensation. Condensation? Condensation? I don't know. Point being, I am not accepting unknowing. What Leo told me earlier has been dominating my thoughts. It's about what I can do now. That's right. For now, I'm a master involved in the Holy Grail War. Since that is the only clue that I have to my identity, I should do what I can to try to understand it. Maybe if I compare myself with the masters I faced, I'll learn something about myself. I try to recall everything I learned about Alice. She was, in a sense, an innocent victim in all of this. A cyber ghost, a lost, lonely little girl who couldn't go home and only wanted someone to play with. I wish I'd talked with her more. I will regret not doing so for as long as I live. Regardless of my memory issues, I should have at least tried to get to know her better. You're just like me. The little girl who projected a sense of strength despite her desperate loneliness. But it's too late to do anything now. She's gone and her blood will forever be on my hands. Any clues I might have learned disappear like snowflakes melting in the palm of my hand. I guess I won't be able to figure out anything after all. Are you still obsessing over your past? You are you. That's all that matters. Leave the past where it is. I appreciate Saber's attempt to comfort me, but the fact is I want to know who I am. I want to know where I came from. I want to know what there is for me after all of this. Is that so? Then try to get to know those around you. They may have the answers you seek. To start, maybe you should speak to that girl in the nurse's office. She can't be entirely useless. Saber may be onto something. Talking to others might give me some insight into my true self. For now, I should go to the nurse's office. I want to check in on Rin and maybe pick up some info as well. Fix my beanie. We found an unusual enemy, Praetor. What glory I felt. I should like to strike down 1,000 more. If I am to defeat rare breeds such as that, I must raise my skills. I am flushed in anticipation. It's totally slipped my mind over the past couple of weeks, but a comic book I want comes out today. I don't miss real life, but I miss the little things, you know? It's only for a little bit longer. Masters are disappearing. I'll win and go home. Too bad I'm the protagonist. You will not. You have no faith in yourself? That could be seen as an insult to those you have defeated. To calm your nerves, try thinking about exactly what kind of person your opponent is. The reason I entered this fight? Kinda late to wonder, isn't it? To win the Grail. That's why we're all here, right? Our reasons differ, but we're all here for the same thing. It's the 4th round already. Or should I say, it's only the 4th round. Half full, half empty. If you lose focus and get sloppy, then you could just kiss the Holy Grail goodbye. No, hey Hakuno. I think Konamine has something up his sleeve, so watch out. I just know he's going to make yet another unreasonable request, and I'll have to assist him. Okay, so you're just gonna be here asking the same damn thing. Did you know this virtual world we're inhabiting is called the Serial Phantasm, or Sarah for short? Not to be confused with a box of cereal. Taiga! Hey, Hakuno. Something urgent has come up. You have to help me. Sure thing. You're my hero. I mean it. So I decided to try my hand at cooking and whipped up a feast. I thought I'd made the perfect dish, but the system labeled it as a bug and moved it somewhere. Rumor has it that my culinary tour de force is languishing in the arena, waiting deletion. If it isn't recovered today, it'll be sent to the dustbin of history. Please, you must hurry. I've got you. It will not be deleted. Concerned about Rin, I head toward the nurse's office. When I round the corner to where the beds are, I see Rin poring through a large tome. She's made herself at home, with several more big books stacked near stacked near her side. She could care less about Sakura Matao's obvious discomfort at the way she's claimed the area. No, you're here. What's wrong? You look like a child with a teething fever. She's hinting that I'm the sick one, not her. If she's made a full recovery, I'm astonished. Although, come to think of it, worrying about Ren Tosaka was dumb in the first place. I investigated recovery methods. Unlike you, I don't waste mental energy pointlessly worrying. You've been driving yourself crazy trying to figure out why you don't have any memories, right? Don't be an idiot. If there's a question you can't answer, don't beat yourself up over it. Bullseye. Yes, I want to know who I am, but ultimately it's so that I can find a purpose that satisfies Ren. Well, I'll be sure not to get my hopes up. Ren huffs loudly in disappointment as she thumbs through her book. It's no use. This drivel doesn't even give a hint on how to circumvent the Seraph's rules. I guess I could spare a moment, if you have something to say. Ren Tosaka flashes a look my way, so harsh that I could hear the words, "So what do you want?" I hadn't been intending to share yesterday's events with her, but under that gaze, I break down. If I tell her who I am, then I can tell Rin what I'm fighting for. Ronnie said that I'm not human. So you've been thinking about that after all? Mumbling, she narrows her eyes. Unexpectedly, she doesn't seem to be annoyed with me. Maybe she knew this would come up. That's how it is. You've advanced 3 rounds, all without access to your memories or full Magus abilities. That really shouldn't be possible. You're a real mystery, and I count myself intrigued. I must have been shocked by what Rin Tosaka said as the first words out of my mouth were, "I'm a person." Not even a schmaltzy soap opera would have a line like that, but it sounded right. Anyway, Ronnie must be onto something. I can only conclude one thing. Rin hesitates, her eyes clouding over. Then she looks straight at me and leaves levies a cruel truth. I'll say this bluntly. Maybe you don't have a physical body. I don't have a body? The idea is so shocking that it takes me a second to even comprehend. It's so hard to understand. Though my soul is here, my body remains in the real world. It's the same for all the others, but maybe you were just ones and zeros from the start. That's why when you encounter firewalls, you pass through without damaging your brain. If your brain's not connected, then it can't take damage. Get it? Right now, you're just data. No. Wait. Hang on just a second. Oops. Sorry I scared you so much. What I mean by no physical body is that you can't connect to it. You had issues passing through prelims, right? That was probably when the disconnect happened. It means the link to your body was severed back then and you've progressed without repairing it. It's only logical that your memory is hazy since it's been cut off from its database, your body. In fact, I'm impressed you didn't go into a panic. Most hackers would be crippled psychologically by an identity crisis of this magnitude. Yeah, I'd say I have a severe case of existential angst. Jeez, don't get so put out. I'm praising you for not freaking out. Alright. Thank you, I think. But now I see. It's not that I don't have memories, it's just I can't retrieve them. If that's the case, I just need to repair the broken link. Fat chance of you doing that on your own. Unless you happen to know another Class A hacker who has the time, interest, and owes you a debt. That's right. Even knowing the cause of my amnesia, I don't know how to go about fixing it. How discouraging. I finally got a lead, but all I can do is hang my head in defeat. Ah, jeez. There's one right here. A hacker of remarkable ability who's your sort of ally. I'm taken aback. She'd lend a hand? Ren? The girl who seems to hate me for my selfish naivety? I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Look, you trusted me. And on top of that, it's a huge deal that the link to your body is cut. It's been 3 weeks. If the link isn't repaired soon, your body on Earth will wither and die. And, well, I'd hate for you to turn into a ghost and haunt me for not doing anything for you. While I'm analyzing the Seraph, I can search for your body. It may take some time, so be patient. Ren's going to help me relink with my body? That's the best news I've heard all tournament. I impulsively grasp Ren's hand and thank her fervently. Don't grab you like that. It startled me. It's not a proper way to say thanks. Ren grumbles for some reason. What a relief, though. Once I have my body back, this amnesia will end, and I'll know who I am. I'll learn why I entered this war, what my history is, what kind of life I lead. Once I know those things, I will be able to fight with pride. Well, alright. I'll be sure to get as much out of you as I can. Do your best. I mean, it wouldn't sit right if you died before you gave me your answer. And also, thanks. Thanks for saving me. It wasn't sitting right that I hadn't thanked you either. I doubt I've earned forgiveness. It seems more like she was cutting me slack temporarily. Still, I'm glad she's being nice. She probably would like it if I came back tomorrow. I'll work hard so I can answer her soon. When it said multiple enemies, did it mean master and servant? Because if so, that'd knock out a lot of stones with one... Or I'd knock out a lot of birds with one rock. One stone, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, Yeah, no, you're disappointed. You're raising your standards, I mean, alright? And it's getting harder to level up as it is. I need more 200 XP enemies, otherwise we're going to be here for a year just trying to get one level. To think Miss Fujimura likes comic books. This is going to be a nerd showdown of epic proportions. I mean, between me and my opponent. I can't lose to someone who's a manga fan. By the way, which one are you a fan of? What is Bondi Destiny? I just want to look that up because I have no idea what it is. That's a comic style. Okay. What? After I defeat that lady, you're next. You're on. Loser. The only comic book chat that I ever really actually liked was Calvin and Hobbes. That might be more Bondi Destiny, though. It's still a comic book. But I never really got into any of the other superhero shit. But manga I got into really early on. Not a lot of manga, though. Just like here and there when it first started coming out at my school. Have you used either fragment at all? I assume that your service HP is fairly high at this point in the festivities. I'm sure it'll be useful when you want to replenish a good chunk of your service HP in one go. Alright, we made a 4,000 profit from yesterday. You look totally stressed out. What's the matter? My reason for being here. Does it matter? At this point, my only goal is to survive this war. I mean, is it the same for you? And I'm sure you have a wish that you'd like granted, right? Maybe? As I head to the arena, I bump into Lil Ronnie at the doorway. Most likely, she was there exploring. Will I have to fight? I stand at the ready, but Little Ronnie doesn't seem interested in a tussle. We meet again, you and me. I was watching you, which made me hungry. Oh, so very hungry. Condiments, condiments, bright red ketchup, and sunshiny yellow mustard. Yummy. She has the conversational prowess of a broken child's toy. Why did she enter this tournament? I answered because little Ronnie loves yummy things. Alright, cannibal freak. But all the yummy things are always hiding. Little Ronnie doesn't eat anything that's not yummy, but little Ronnie is super duper happy with happy sprinkles. Because after 3 years, little Ronnie might finally get to eat something yummy. There isn't any sense in telling her she's incomprehensible. I know she'll just keep talking anyways. How the world is twisted and evil contortion to deal with such a fate. Do you not weep, master of Saber? How cruel this world to capture and strangle one's appetite. By all that is holy, what a pure, untainted love this girl has. Who dare mock it? May I raise my hand? In the face of such devoutness, I cannot bear the divine aegis that has been bestowed upon me. Salivate in anticipation, my wife, for soon there will be meat in your unsatisfied cavity. Little Ronnie walks off, her servant rambling along behind her. Problematic as her motive is, it actually does make sense. Insane fanaticism drives her. What is my motive? Will I find it? Did I even have one before I lost my memory? I cannot fathom why, but it seems that servant reeks of devotion. He did say divine aegis. There's no proof yet, but as Saber says, that servant's identity may be linked to some religion. Bang! A+++? What the fuck? Sacrifice themselves for what they believe to be a greater good, although ostensibly a form of divine protection, does not necessarily mean that one has received the blessings of the gods, and instead it is a manifestation of one's absolute faith and self-righteousness. However, the more powerful this ability becomes, the more detrimental the effect it has on a person's sanity and personality. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Carry on with your A+++. We're only going in here for the treasure anyways. We're not training. We're not gaining much XP from out of here. It's just kind of a waste of time. We'll fight the same exact enemies in the next territory, so... Let's just get through this one real quick. Question becomes where we're going to find it at. I'll check up here? Hi, bud. You carry on your way, I'll carry on my way. We'll have a good day. That's pretty much everything where treasure would be. There was no real reason to stick around in there, given the fact that, like I said, we weren't gaining any XP. Kind of feels like a wasted day, but we did get what Taiga wanted, so... You have grasped a clue to your memories, Praetor. I'm as pleased as if it were my own mind in flux. I still disapprove of helping that girl, but, well, sacrifices must be made. Yes, retrieve your connection to your body so that you can sever your connection to that girl. Yep, and we have all the treasure now, so floor 1's done. I glimpse a dream. In it, the sky was a deep blue color of the ocean. It glittered and slowly moved away in an arc. A swimming, drowning sort of flight. Maybe this is eternity. It's like being a satellite in soundless orbit around a planet, gazing at a frozen civilization. The flames dance, in that hand is steel. The earth cracks, in that hand is poison. The sea dries, in that hand is heat of 209,200 joules. I see a bloodstained dream. Many people are injured. I see a dream that consumes. Many wise men surrender. I see a dream without a dream. Many of us tire of the future. Lament that humans are not this way. Now the truth hidden for long years reveals itself. The world has long been at a dead end. Humans' efforts to circumvent it meet an unsightly end. I want to hear you cry out in lamentation as broken history cracks and is faultily mended. I want you to blame them in loud cries. I caress the broken surface of the earth with knowing eyes. I want you to smile victoriously. After several stumbles, we are finally free from human war. But what has that produced? Perpetuity? Eternity? Bliss? Stagnation? Look upon the many corpses, listen to the anguish. No one wishes for the future, only for the continuation of a mediocre happiness. A road to a peaceful home, a sunlit window that frames no poverty or inequality. Now, I want you to answer once more. The flames dance. In that hand is steel. The earth cracks. In that hand is poison. The sea dries. In that hand is heat of 209,200 joules. This future, it should be loudly sung that no one had wished for. Life arose around the womb of the ocean. The virtual world preserves a memory of life's mother. We spread out over the earth, made the land more bountiful, and birthed civilizations of our own. For what purpose? I want the answer to that question. I ask if there was indeed value to millennia of prosperity. I suddenly awake. I think I was dreaming. I wonder if it was that dream again? Ronnie said that humans don't dream in the virtual world. Dreams come from memories. Since I'm disconnected from my body, I shouldn't have access to my past. But these really feel like my dreams, like something I've seen. I wonder what it all means. Praetor, rest. We will not be lucky enough to have another battle that we can enjoy as pure entertainment. The Seraph is so advanced that it makes an ordinary supercomputer look like an Acabus in comparison. I mean, just look at the number of servants it can sustain. 128! Nah, you found my crab omelet. It's the centerpiece of my lavish feast. Thank you. You don't think the system labeled it a bug because I fudged the recipe a little, do you? There is one more infinitesimally tiny favor I want to ask. You're okay with that, right? Yes, I am. I was right about you. Anyway, one of the students has the nerve to call me, well, Tiger. I cannot abide such insolence. Bring me this student so I may exorcise the evil from his soul. So once again, I ask you to tell this foul miscreant to come see me immediately. The sooner chastisement is administered, the better. Please, do this within the 4th round. What? Miss Fujimura heard me call her Tiger, and now she wants to see me in the faculty office? There's no way I'm answering her summons without a last meal. Shark's fin would do nicely. We're gonna get some shark's fin? Rumor says there's one in the deepest part of the arena. Look for the sharks. Okay. I saw your opponent wandering around the school building just now. What a freak. I can hardly stand the look, it was so scary. Good luck. Looks like you're gonna need it. They say that the girl you rescued has been eliminated from the Holy Grail War? You risked your own life to save someone else's. How dramatic. What kind of deal did you cut? Not at all. I just did it of my own free will. Something the rest of you don't seem to understand exists. I'm more human than all of you, and I'm the program. Oh, hey there, Hakuno. Have you talked to Konamine yet? Man, what a pain in the ass. If you haven't, I'm sure you're gonna notice later. Seriously, that guy has some major issues. You're only just noticing? Surprising. I don't have anything. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody in here. There's not. You probably won't say anything. Yep. You're kind of a useless character. I can't believe I had a dream. I shouldn't have been able to dream in my current state, so there has to be meaning to this. Hold on 1 second, chat. Blow my nose. A dream? Electronic brains aren't supposed to dream? Right. I wouldn't say that I was remembering anything. I was just observing the dream reality. None of it was my memories. You might have been recollecting a traumatic experience, something so awful it branded your soul. You might be a horrible person, you know. The person who caused the tragedy. Ren mocks me, smiling like it has nothing to do with her. Well, the issue is the voice in that dream, right? Wouldn't that voice be yours? Or at least it would make sense if it was, but it might not be. What am I trying to say? I can keep mulling over the dream as long as I like, and I still won't find my answers. I don't think about who I am or why I entered the Holy Grail War. Ronnie, Ren, Dan, Leo, and I fear even Lil Ronnie came here with a firm goal. Unlike them, I'm just... Hey, don't frown like that. Your face will stick that way. Ren presses her index finger to my forehead, shocking me out of my downward spiral, and it grinds it in hard. People's hands are curious. A simple touch can communicate so much. Ren Tosaka's peculiar kindness is telegraphed quite clearly. Don't wait to be whole. Find out what matters to you now, and make that reason your reason to fight. You're still alive and in the fight. That's the most important thing right now. If you still get troubled, well, I'll be your sounding board. I don't believe in letting a debt incur interest, if you know what I mean. She pokes me in the forehead. That settles it. I'll research your opponent while I'm looking into your amnesia problem. No, I don't care about the benefits. The risk is too great. It's alright. I do realize that I don't have a servant. When I say I'll investigate, I mean only on a level they can't know about. You don't have a problem with that, right? Not that I'd listen to you if you told me no. How manipulative. Yep, it's decided. You won't be keeping me in your debt for long. So, be cooperative and tell me everything you know so far. She's just unstoppable like this. Giving up, I tell her about the enemy servant. I saw him in the arena, and also I know the information his master has leaked about him. He's a middle-aged man in blood-stained armor, wielding a pole and protected by a divine faith. Okay, that gives me enough to work with. Come back tomorrow. I don't want Ren to put herself in further danger, but I'm very grateful for her gesture. I want to speak with Ren longer, but she shoos me off. I'll come back tomorrow like she asked. The second cipher key has been generated on the second floor. Yeah, about that time, isn't it? As I walk down the hall, my terminal reports the generation of a trigger. And there's the man himself. So, young master, I trust things are going well. Konamine, it's rare that he addresses anyone directly. Wonder what he wants. Allow me to apologize in advance for the short notice. I felt that everyone was bored of simple searches, so I have set up a challenge to break the monotony. Challenge? What more could he possibly want us all to do? The challenge won't be excessive, and all masters will receive a special task for this period. And of course, every master's task will be unique. However, with that said, how does a hunting competition sound to you? On day 5 of the prep period, you and your opponent will see who can kill the most enemies. Konamine senses my puzzlement, but answers my confusion with a dismissive shrug. Oh, my apologies. I forgot the most important part, it seems. Let us speak of rewards now. As a reward, on the 6th day, I will bestow upon the victor part of their opponent's combat data. So I trust you'll find that suitable compensation for your efforts, correct? Quickly, head to the arena now. The competition will take place on the 2nd floor. I guess I don't get a choice in the matter. And he calls himself a man of God. If there is combat data in the offering, we must not fail. Praetor, I will not be denied. If this is a competition, I will not rest until victory is ours. Now, let us be off. I find myself looking forward to facing that bizarre Pantomimus. Mimus. Heh, Mimus. Looks like you got saddled with a special condition. I wonder if everyone has one. What do I have to do? I have to explore every inch of the arena. The tedium is driving me insane. That's it? Really? I'd kill for that. To-do. Get it? Because I have to kill the most anyways. You get it? You get it? Okay, I'll exit stage left now. Oh, 1 second, chat. Okay. We have a Shret. And we don't want to run into the enemy servant right now. So we need to run up north. Due to Father Konamine's meddling, an enemy hunt will take place on the 2nd floor of the 4th Chimeric Lunar Sea. In this event, the player who defeats the most carnivore enemies during the days 4 and 5 will be the victor. Only a limited number of carnivore enemies will appear on each day, so be sure not to waste any time hunting them down. 1, 2, 3 up north. So if we get the one in the middle... Yeah, so get the one that's in the middle and then go up north will be chill. Praetor, this is a battle where you compete against your opponent to defeat the most enemy programs. Focus on the enemy programs for now. You'll only lose time if you engage in combat with the enemy master. I excel at this type of competition. Relax, our victory is assured. Okay, so we're down here first. We're not looking... Did I screw up? We're gonna play this out. We might have screwed up, so we might reload. Huh, I screwed up. Somehow. Whatever, we'll figure it out. It's whatever. Seems our enemy has already defeated one program. We can't fall behind Praetor. Let's go. Fuck. I'm gonna die here. That actually works out. Fixes the mistake that I made. I'm really okay with that because I've only just now figured out how to use the thing I equipped. What did I do last time? He broke me on the first one, so swap it. Alright, back to where we were last time. They're definitely down low. So we got the one all the way down there, so we need to turn around and go back and then go up top. Saber used Thunderous Applause. Then we're gonna break, then attack, and then break, and attack. Can you chill? Damn. Well, that's 3, so that's all the ones out of the bottom. What did I do last time? Break and it attacked me? Let's do break again because it's doing that. And hopefully I get a heal out of this. Okay, so I can use Saber's skills as well as my own skills on the same turn. Alright. Just do that one more time and we're fine. Yeah, I'm about to smoke my mana reserves. I defended here, but he didn't. Alright, that's 4. GG's. All the enemy programs have been wiped out. As our opponent is also gone, let us leave. Is there anything happening on the 5th day, or can I just come here and chill for a bit? There will be. Fuck. I need to just chew through these. I'm okay with this because to get back to 20, it's only going to cost me 2,000 for one, and the other one is 2,500. We'll make that money back and then some. But I do want to be able to say I did something productive today, given it the game is trying to streamline me straight into the boss fight. And we can't stun lock enemies anymore because that costs mana too, so. Nope, we are kind of foobar at the moment. Okay, so I should break the first two. How much training we'll get to, I don't know, because it's still only 200. It's still going to take 25 plus. I don't know. We'll see. I do need to make my money back, though, at the bare minimal. Okay, so he broke me twice last time. Or no, he countered me twice last time, so let's do that. I think attack worked fine. And then I broke, and that was even. So let's do attack again. Then I attacked, and that was even. So I think we go defense. And then I think attack. This could entirely be wrong. I don't know why I did that. I should have broken. That was extremely lazy on my part. Gaining 7,000 is going to go a long way towards helping, though. We didn't finish exploring this way, so let's go ahead and do that. Wait, there's harder enemies this way. Bucket. Okay, so normally the style is break, break, defend, try and attack, and then 2 defense. Let's see what happens with that. Not bad. Use items because I want to preserve what 2 charges of mana I have. It's not really going to matter what else I equip right now, just due to the fact that it's not going to restore mana. It's just going to heighten the extent of my capabilities. Break, attack, break. Break, attack, break. So he attacks turn 1, blocks turn 2, blocks turn 3, blocks turn 4, breaks turn 5, blocks turn 6. Okay, so let's recap. I did break last time, and he straight up attacked me, so instead we'll do defend. We attacked, and I think we also got bought, so we're gonna break, break, break here. Attack, break. $344 XP. Yes, please. Right here. This lady. She would like some. Alright, so this is the second trigger area. He's gonna break first, which means attack. Now this is where mind games start to get played. Is he switching 1 and 5, or is he rotating everything? Because he did break, because normally I would break here. So do I just go and guard? I think I guard 3 turns. Break and then attack. And we'll see where that leaves us. This could be really bad. No, it was the same as normal. So I literally just changed the very first one, so... And that's the end of that. These guys are easier to predict than the other enemy I have to fight here. We love that. Break, break, break. Second trigger obtained. Excellent. We finally have a cipher key. Keep up the good work, Praetor. Yeah, 2 triggers. whole area down there we haven't been to. Alright, let's keep exploring. We're doing well with those enemies, and they offer the most amount of XP. We do need to explore the rest of this area, though. Much as I lament leaving the great XP. We'll get back here, though. I'm going to fight this guy because the more information we find on him, the better it'll be for us. Wrong way. Part of me knew better than to hit the fence on that turn, and should have went with break. And I didn't listen to myself. I thought I was overthinking it there. He really blocks 3 times in a row. That's crazy. Or attacks 3 times in a row in the beginning. That leads to the bottom. Let's go over here and clear out this way. There's no way this is right. Yep. I still just don't have a beat on this guy. It'll be done in 2 anyways. take another fragment. Replace the one we used that fight. There's nothing down there to grab, so we'll go up top here. Another 6,000. Heyo. Alright. Well, we're definitely coming out on top here. Is it pairs of 2? Is it really just pairs of 2? Or am I just misunderstanding what I saw there? I may have been misunderstanding. And another 6,000. So we've made 19,000 total just from opening boxes. And we still have an entire bottom section of this dungeon to explore. And we're not even done exploring this part of the dungeon yet. That's huge money-wise. We needed something like this. We were just kind of scraping by, but this works out a lot better. Let me test something. Boom, 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 boom. There's no way this guy's just pairs of 2 the whole way through. Oh my god, he's pairs of 2 the whole way through. That's insane to me. Yeah, we're coming out on top here by like 30,000 freaking dollars. Which is way more than what we had originally. And we found the end. Or, no, we didn't find the end. I'm stupid. Well, we found something. Left bumper, please. Okay, we're gonna go up here. It's probably gonna connect us to this path right here. That's been connected. We're gonna go back down. I believe this is the rest of the bottom of the map we haven't been to. This is where the Master and Servant have been battling the shark heads themselves. Okay, so they were pairs of 2. You were... I think you were 3 in a row. I don't remember what the last one was, so... Ow! No, you were defend, then 3 in a row, then... Okay, well... I forgot so quick. Okay, that's on me, Saber. I'm sorry. Let me hit you with a fragment. You were 1 defend, 3 of these. So stab, bodied, potentially ending it, definitely ending it. I remember more about the beginning of that combo than I do the end of it. Not up here either. Oh, it's just a floor sore. Got it. And here's the end of the mission. Wow, what a massive fucking place. What a beautiful place, too. I haven't said this much, but even though this was for the PSP and it looks like it should have came out on the PlayStation 1, this is a beautiful environment.
Alright, well this entire place is now trivial because we know the combos that we need to know. They may change it up like here and there, but ultimately we know what works. Which already puts us in a much better place than we were in the first dungeon. First dungeon, we didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. We just shoot through items and try to get through it. Honestly, I don't mind training here for a while. This is a lot of XP. Free XP, too. And all I have to know what this guy's Okay, well, he changed it up. Bastard. You weren't supposed to change it up? I want to know why we lose health for defending. Like, if we don't get hit, in theory, shouldn't that mean that we should be rewarded with not getting hit? I mean, I know it's only like 6 or 7 HP, but... Now I'm just curious. He switched up his thing entirely. But it's not going to matter because he's dead. I'm not going to have enough time to test my theory against him. We'll go this way. Ba 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 ba. Ah ba 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 bum bum ba ba bum ba 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 bum. I don't know what the first one is. Alright, so this should be break then. Okay, so he has two different things. It's either 2-2-2 or it's 2 and 4. Crazy. Okay, he's swapped it up entirely on me. I don't like that. Then he immediately reverts back. Oh, this guy's weird. And I kind of have to figure him out ASAP because I can't risk doing another. I can't risk another close call like that. Given I only have one charge of mana left, I need to keep using items. So if I have to use another heal, then we have to bail. And of course, we only know one thing about this guy's fucking... So 4 in a row. And then a defense. Attack, 4 in a row, defense. Since we're defending first, maybe he rotated 1 and 6. I don't think we'll make it to 6. We do make it to 6. Not for reasons I thought, but... I don't know that combo at all. I do know this one, though. That should be the end of him. I think I came from up, so we're gonna go down. Let's see, are you the 2s or are you the 2 and 4? You're 2s. Alright, so you're the 2, so I just have to guess what the first 2 are, and I guess we'll attack. And the rest of this is just breaking. No, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, well. Next time we're extremely low health. GG's. Gotta get out of here. Yeah, it's worth. We'll hit this guy, then the next guy, and then we'll double back and try to see if we can catch those guys on respawn. There is no telling. So we'll just trust in twos. At the very least, it's not even going to matter, because if 1, 2, and 3 are correct, then 4 by virtue is going to be correct. Chat, I am trying to turn my camera. It does not want to cooperate. You are of the 4 variety. Moving right along, that'll be not quite 17 enemies left. But the XP drop is pretty severe from this point on. I have to hit every one of these in order to win this fight on the first turn. Nice. Good job, Saber. Emma. I don't think that's right, but just going off the logic of the round before that. It's fine. We pretty much still win anyways. Capri-Sun! Thank you. Sorry, chat. Everything gets put on hold for Capri-Sun. Twos or threes, beast? Twos. Chat, since I've sat down today, like literally right before stream, I had a cup of tea. I had a sparkling ice cherry limeade. I had a ginger ale. I'm having a Capri Sun, and I have an entire full glass of water. I am literally the definition of hydrating. We're trusting twos. Twos. Perish, foul beast. Twos. I just noticed that these enemies are giving me the devil's number worth of money. I don't know if I should be concerned. I mean, it feels like I should be concerned, but at the same time, Nero's my servant. It's kind of fitting, given the throne's own history of Nero. Don't ever tell her it, though. Just leave it be. In fact, deject it. Or not deject it, but reject it if you can. Twos! Alright, break. I'm gonna send it. Bang. If we hit level 26, I feel pretty confident about moving into a boss fight. Personally speaking. head hurt, bud? Agoraphobia. I just realized what that thing's name was. Alright, so this will be the final run of training. Defend. There's no way this is right, but this is a different thing from normal. And we took literally no damage outside of what we protected ourselves with, so... Might take some damage here. Completely acceptable. Given we didn't know anything in those circumstances. At least I've never seen that combo. Rather than overthink it, we knew what we had at the end, so just fucking send it. Do 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 do. Damn, what a crit. Oh. Crazy thing is that these guys still offer decent XP, but I don't think I could ever sit in front of these guys again for another, like, 20 plus enemies. Doing it this time around made sense because they were, you know, enemies were still close to 300 XP of worth. Well done, Saber. So either this guy or the next guy is going to be a level up, and then we'll see how much XP they offer. And that'll determine what we do. Oh, boy. Fuck it, I believe in the fours. 4 breaks in a row. Big reads. Fuck, I don't read anything. Alright, so we'll see what these guys start to offer now. It was like, what, 207? wrong way. I didn't even look to see how much experience he offered. I just completely zoned out. I love how, like, every time I say it, let's see how much XP they offer, I just completely just